Um, before I leave, um, because I've shared so much of my childhood when I was a little boy, and there was always like a few things that I always remembered about what's true, and some of those things I was young enough because it's an eternal blessing to experience the one I serve, which is the one I am, which is Imanu. Okay, that several that stuck in my mind, particularly when I was reading through my father's engineering manuals. One is they don't know what they're doing. Okay, and then right after that was these folks are dangerous. Okay, because they don't know what they're doing. And now you're in genetic engineering, so I use the term called genetic Frankensteins. Okay, so that's the truth of it. That's why I try not to get deep into that, because otherwise, if I do, then I'm wasting too much of my energy on past stuff. It's already happened. It's gone. It's like water under a Aurora bridge. Leave it alone. Let it go. Let it flow. And that's called restoration. Restore your speed. It's gone. Right? And that's pure light. That's pure light. That's as pure and as hot as it gets. So you need a coolant. And that's balance. Restoring balance, atmospheric balance. PSI coded tachyons, kicking out neutrinos, naturally gifting electrons with the highest rate of speed to experience no power. Give it all away. I don't want to experience any power so I can experience the eternal power source. Wow, how'd you learn how to do that? God source. Because that's the one I serve. So that's the one I am. So I know what I am. That's called an identity function. Remember I did a video a couple years ago about identity functions? The energy of I am. I did a video on Grant Spaz wearing purple. And Karen saw that video. She put a comment in there that said, peace. I'm calm, baby. Calm as a cucumber. Calm blue waters. Totally relaxed. Totally calm being you, the real universe. The real ID. Yeah. So you got to know fire's where it's at. The magic of fire is the most powerful. That's the most powerful being. Is the eternal spirit of fire. That is spiritual hygiene. We all know that. That's what love is. Love is spiritual hygiene. That's how we clean ourselves up. That's how we heal ourselves from the inside out. It's not an outside job. It's an inside job. It's the inner child. And learning to forgive. Forgiving yourself is forgiving yourself for what they remember. Because you're forgiving all the others to experience zero. That's zero debt. That's zero karma. Well, that's purity again. Because that's what love is eternal forgiveness. Which is eternal forgetting, which is eternal forgifting. Pure, eternal absolute love, because I know what I am. So I don't ever want to lose my memory. So I just keep giving it away, just let it go. That's why I loved Alcoholics Anonymous. When I was around people that would talk about this, why are you pissing on today, right now? All you have is right now. Take a breath. You're alive, right? Yeah, okay, so you're living, you're still breathing. Be eternally thankful for your breath. Well, yeah, now I'm thankful and grateful for my breath. How about the first breath of Kemaloa tea? Yeah, there must have been the first breath. Who is the first breather? Who is the first breeder? Who is the first seed atom? Can anybody introduce me to the first seed atom? Where's the first seed atom? I want to find the first seed atom. That's what I am. That's how I know the first seed. The planet, a tree of life. It goes on forever. And that's simple to know that when you're 4 years of age. That's why my father said to me one time, you haven't even gotten to school yet. Where did you learn all this? Well, gee, Dad, where do you think I learned it? The one I serve. I'm always at home. I never left home. Now we're into cosmic level security protocols. Running a cosmic antenna. So we know where that also falls into a speed function, in which another engineer, right, can begin writing codes like malware and spyware and poisonware, neurological, biological, right, chemical weapons. And what does that do? Overload. And that's called burn time. And they know that. And that's called restoration, which is restoration speed, which is spin capacity to experience eternal capacity. Burn it off. Burn off those goo codes. God. That's eternal fire. That's why we're here. That's as light as light can be. That's cosmic consciousness. That's the cosmic family. The flame keepers. And that is an eternal gift. And that is eternal blessing. And that's what I share with all of you. It's a blessing that I experience every time I take a breath. To experience what I am, which is what love is. It goes on forever. The breath of living spirit. Experiencing pure, eternal, absolute love. And so, yes, it has everything to do with learning speed because it has everything to do with what love is. And love is the highest rate of learning speed. So when every living life form is experiencing being loved by the first seed, then all life is not experiencing being harmed. And that's basic logic. That's logos, the first rainbow. The first form of radiation of awareness is as pure can be. And that's the purest love there is. Those are the healing powers of the Eternal One. That's the one I serve, and that's why I serve the One. That's the most powerful magic. The healing powers of pure, eternal, absolute love. Just be present, and they'll begin healing. And that becomes a speed function. How long is this job going to take? How fast can we get it done without hurting anyone? Yeah. Yep, this goes way back. To zero. No time. There's only what love is. That's what's real. That's what I am. I am real. So y'all have a beautiful night, a beautiful morning wherever you happen to be. I always bless and put pure love into the sun every day to let the sun know thank you for working with me every day. The core is still point. I'm a two vacuum. It's perfect balance. That's why only God swords can know that level of speed and that precision of crystal structure. The crystal core. The crystal spiral. Where you want to go. Where you want to be. What do you want to be when you grow up? How much time do you have? I had a lot of fun with my grade school teachers. You can have fun. You can have fun. Keep your spirit up. Keep your music playing. Keep your love songs going. Be a happy face in the crowd. Get the energy up. Raise the state of awareness. I am what love is. And so you can't fool me. Right? Everything becomes fully transparent. You expose it all. And so I'm eternally grateful to all of you that are here, that honor the highest code, the first seed, the first rays of light. Muaveaya, Salukaleaya, Ita Ushaleaya to all of you.